Yo, welcome back to Crazy Ball TV. Thank you for joining us for another edition of LFC Vibes. We are, in the barbershop settings. Thank you. Please share, subscribe, and like. The deal. Today we're just talking about Liverpool business. Nothing crazy. We heard a little rumor out there by, we don't know if it's true or not. Fabrizio and Onstein also reported the same thing. So we will talk a little bit about that too. I got the Colonel with me, Colonel Zuberi. How you doing, brethren?
Good, man. Need to get rehydrate, and should be all right.
Good. Have you been drinking enough water, man?
No, I haven't ingested any fluid except a cup of coffee, so that might be the problem.
Yeah, you got to put your water intake is vital.
Yeah, no, I will pattern it up, man. It's just just running around up and down all over the place, man. Once I get settled, I will still be fine, man.
Yeah. Good to hear that. Hopefully this headache will go away soon. Yeah, bigger. We got, what's his name? Mike Johnson. I'm not gonna say the other one. This guy. What happened? What's wrong? What? People are creative with their names, man. Big up, though. Big up. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you, John. Thank you for everybody else who's in here. Make sure you get those likes up. Subscribe if you haven't. Please share with your family or whatever, man. We need those subscriptions up. But we appreciate your joining us. But let's make it quick. We don't need to be nonsensing around. So today, actually on Sunday when we talk, I was saying that whether it's your pick, who is the Genoa coach, or if it's the people's pick, is Xabi Alonso, I said if Edwards is the man in charge of this new, transition into this new era of Liverpool without Klopp, that is, then I don't care who it is, because my man Edwards will take care of business. Big up yourself, Reverend Knight. Thank you so much for joining us. But so today, I got the news that I was looking for, but not exactly how I wanted it. Pause. Which was Liverpool did actually contacted Edwards, but he rejected it. And I think they try to give him a bigger role than just director of football. They actually want to put him up there. He will probably be below Mike Gordon and in charge of everything that goes on Liverpool, especially on the football side. But then, he rejected it. But I think it's a bruised ego, because let's be honest, the guy has his own business right now. And most importantly, the owners chose Klopp over him. So I feel like there's a little bit of bruised ego out there. What do you think, Zuberi?
I think the latter statement that you made is a speculative one, where you say they chose Klopp over him. I don't know if that was the case.
Yeah.
I might have entertained that being the case, but it was purely speculative to say, well, if we were to let one go, who would you keep? I think I might have asked Kapish that on their call-in show, like, one gotta go. And I think they all just went, I don't even remember what the response was. But I don't think we were in that position. Like, obviously I do pick brains and I do try to move a narrative forward. But I wouldn't want to say it's bruised ego. Like, it's okay to be a stepping stone. Right. So, would most Liverpool fan want to accept the fact that we could be a stepping stone type of club? Like the club a good manager come to cement his legacy as a top manager and then moves on into the sunset and never coaches again? Most fans wouldn't accept that. You see what I'm saying? The other side of that is, for the longest, a lot of players was using us like a stepping stone. They come to Liverpool, showcase their talent, and then step off Liverpool. Klopp kind of turned us into a destination spot along with Edwards that was part of that as well. I don't want to be disingenuous and say, yeah, both couldn't be here, so it's one or the other.
Right.
So I don't want to say it was bruised ego. It could still just be down to the finances. The work Edwards and Klopp put into this club, while they were a team, they should be able to write their own salary and slide that number to FSG and be like, it's this or I'm walking.
Yeah.
What if FSG? Yeah, let's go back to the FSG narrative and speculation. What if FSG just don't want to supply that number?
Right.
Because if I'm not mistaken, I think other clubs has tried to entertain Edwards because they might be thinking it's a number problem and go, FSG will double that. So for Edwards to turn that down, you're kind of like, well, if it's not a numbers issue, what's the issue? So him rejecting it, I see where you're going to say it's bruised ego. I would still just like to think it's a number game. Or it could be a perks. Because remember, numbers is what they are. They can be either enough or not enough. And then you can go, okay, but what are the perks? Okay, he could be making the number he wants to make, but we're saying, yo, you don't have a parking spot. What do you mean I don't get a parking spot? I get the number, but not the parking spot? Yeah. So it could be the perks. You know what I mean? It could be, yo, I want a door named after me. They're like, yo, we can give you the number, but we can't name no door after you. Right. It's like, what do you mean I don't get a door? So it could be just the perks and, bonuses, stuff like that. That could be the issue. So I think it's just, let's wait. An approach was made. Surely there are going to be multiple attempts, maybe even 2 more. So until there's like 2 rejections or 3 rejections, I'm just going to leave it to, the big toe in the pool, just checking the temperature. If it's right, we'll jump in. If not, we'll assess and go.
Yo, can you hear me? Hey, if anybody can hear me, please put thumbs up for me. My Wi-Fi went out, so please, if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. We had a little Wi-Fi issue. Are we live? Am I back on? Frank, I know you're in there. Can you tell me if I'm back on or not? Is it live? Man, we had a little issue right now. My Wi-Fi went out. Out of any day, decided to go out right now. So I apologize for everybody who's in there. Please, we are back on. It was a little difficulties that we have, but we are back on. Frank, give me a thumbs up if we are back on. I'll try to get the Zuberi. Oh, it's still live? Okay, thank you. Yeah, I had a little we had a little difficulties. My Wi-Fi, did somebody try to sabotage me? I think it's FSG didn't want us to talk about the whole club situation, so they kind of pulled the plug on us. Sincerely apologize, my people. We are back. I will get the Colonel back in there and finish what he was saying, but I don't know exactly what happened. And then all of a sudden, this thing decided like, I'm going to shut down.
Yo.
Apologies, I'm back on, man. The phone, my Wi-Fi went out, that's why. Okay. Yeah, people, come back, man. Come back to the barbershop. I apologize, Frank. I know you're in there. We will talk about Chelsea. We know that you guys are ready. Tomorrow, yes, tomorrow is going to be a great day. By the way, Mike Johnson, I thank you for subscribing, man. We appreciate you joining us to be part of the family. This usually does not happen. So I apologize that your first time subscribing to this channel, and then this is exactly what we get. But we are back. We apologize, people. We really apologize. Where did you leave it at, man?
I have no idea. I just know that I think my internet jumped out there for a second. Because I'm in the sticks. Yeah, I'm driving in the sticks. And then by the time I sorted it out, I was the only one on stream. So, but I didn't know if I was good, so I just left the stream. So I do apologize.
Oh, okay.
I just wasn't sure if I was on the stream. But basically, all I was saying though is, man,
yeah,
you know, I'll give it a couple more attempts with the Edwards thing before you know, I'll overreact. But I would credit you in saying Edwards coming back would probably be the more accepted route. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. But the thing is, this is the thing with me, right? Because we know the narrative from before. Edwards, he loves Liverpool. He had issues with club. I mean, you can't work with somebody and say we don't have disagreements. The owners trusted, I don't want to use the trusted more Klopp over Edwards because Edward was one of the pieces. Klopp was the final piece, and they all won championships together. The idea was there was too much disagreement where I feel like Edwards felt like he was not being listened to. Same thing that, what's the name? Darren Ward also felt like, hey, the job that I was made for me is not what I'm doing right now. So he decided to bounce. So
I mean, we're speculating again, though, Quasi.
Yeah, I'm not saying this is what happened. I'm just going by what was put in front of us. I mean,
nah, bro. Like I said, that wasn't put in front of us, bro. Like I said, even if you're saying it was put in front of us, it's by someone speculating. Because I'll give you an example, and like I said, the data is inconclusive. And as an analyst, a machinist in my industry, You cannot move off inconclusive data. So
Okay.
I'm doing the job that
Mm-hmm.
two people said is a two-man job. But if I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing it by myself, do you then need those two people? You're going to look
Mm-hmm.
at those two people like they're inadequate. But that's
Mm-hmm.
one way to look at it. Or you can just say what it is and go, Sabiri is equivalent to two people.
Right.
Or you can say two people is barely making up what Sabiri is doing. There's so many
Mm-hmm.
ways to take that data, but none of it is conclusive enough for you to say, I am better than two people. I can just
Mm-hmm.
be better than those specific two people. You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to say? So it
Yeah.
doesn't mean I'm equal any two people. It just
Mm-hmm.
means I'm better than those two people specifically. So
Right.
with Klopp ignoring some of the recommendations of the past, there's
Mm-hmm.
no guarantee that those recommendations would have gotten us the trophy Klopp got us or gotten us to the points Klopp got us to. So the data is very inconclusive to say they weren't listening to them. But bro, if they're not listening to you and we're not doing bad,
Mm-hmm.
that data is the data is there. So do we need you because we're not listening to you and we're
Mm-hmm.
doing good? So maybe you need to step. So
Mm-hmm.
there's different ways to break down what was in front of us. But the
Mm-hmm.
speculation that was brought forward was one-sided, saying no one was listening to you. Bro,
Mm-hmm.
if your job is to make recommendation, you're making good recommendation. Your
Right.
job isn't then to go up in arms when no one is listening to you. Just keep recommendation, people. That's it. If that's all
Yeah.
your job is to put food on the table, you can't get mad because no one's eating it. Bro, your
Yeah. But
job
at the
isn't
same
for them to
time,
eat it.
but if your job is not, if you putting food on the table and people are not eating, you might say, okay, maybe you don't like my food, you don't like the way I cook, and my food is not acceptable here. I'm going to move on, which is exactly what he did. So now you want me back. You might have to not just say, I want you back as a chef, as a cook now. But well, now I want to be the not just the sous chef, I want to be the Don Dada. So I agree with you
All
with
right.
the part where he said they might have
All
to
right.
go
So
back
I'll
a couple of
agree.
times.
I'll agree. I'll agree with you. I'll agree with this analogy, right? But you remember earlier when I said it may not be the number or the position. That's the issue.
Correct.
It's the perks.
Yes.
Maybe he said, yo, if I put food on the table, they better
Mhm.
eat it, lick the plate off, and lick 10 fingers as well. If they're licking 10 fingers, I ain't coming back. So that could that could be the perk that's holding them up. It was like they're not
No,
gonna
I
lick their
agree.
fingers, I'm not cooking.
No, I'm saying that's why I use the word Bruce Eagle, because hey, you hurt my feelings when I was cooking. You were telling me my
Oh,
food,
okay.
you see what I'm
Okay. I
saying?
see that
You hurt
callback.
my
I see
feelings
that
because
callback. It was good. It was good.
you see what I mean? Because as a chef, you are an artist, and we know what artists are. They are very sensitive. They're emotional about their shit. You see what
Uh,
I'm saying? So if Zuberry's out here giving us this 10-course meal and people come in and just pick up the carrots and walk away, bruh, I've been in the kitchen for 10 hours for this meal, and you just picked up the carrots and left me put this thing, wrap it out in a ceramic wrap and put it
so
in the freezer.
basically, food health and safety came in the building and fined Salt Bay for
Yeah,
sprinkling salt on his elbow because he only washed his hand. He didn't actually wash his elbow. So now
thank
man's
you.
sanitation rating went to a D.
Yeah,
Right. Okay.
you
Okay.
see what
I
I'm
see. I
saying?
see where you going.
Yeah, so now, like he said, now he's gonna be like, you have either have to give me stocks in this restaurant, you gotta give me full autonomy of this, and you can never bring somebody else, whether that person is Pep himself, and you gonna be what? Choosing that guy over me. That ain't gonna fly anymore. You have to, I need to be respected in this restaurant. I'm cooking, I'm cleaning. No. I don't want to clean anymore. Now I'm just gonna be the one in charge. So I agree with you. I think Liverpool have to go back. Just calling him and be like, "Hey, we'll make you in charge of this," is not going to fly anymore. Because what do I need you for? I have my own business. You know what I mean? But I think that if he comes back, Liverpool are going in the right direction. What do you think? What do you think about my assertion
That
on that one?
um yeah. Written in the stars, fairy tale
Mhm.
reunion,
Yeah,
Nelly and Ashanti circling the block, things like that. Okay, that's nice, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna disagree that it's the right direction because, like my favorite artist in Jamaica, Bunty Killer, said, "Anything he let go, he doesn't take back."
Right.
He said, "Anything I let go, I don't take back." So, with that being said, I don't want us to take this guy back because that's moving backwards. We can't go back to 2013, bro. We can only go on to 2024, 2025. Maybe we just need a completely new everything, whether it fails or succeed. Bro, new everything. When I say new everything, and I mean that, like, let's just go new everything.
Yes.
Let's bring in a new guy. I don't want to hear about no in the past, none of that. Just new everything. Whether they're certified or not certified, whatever metric they're using to hire, the next guy or guys or team.
Yeah.
Impress. That's it. Impress me. That's it.
Now, using that words, I need brand new everything, right? I'm starting to get tired of who's gonna able to replace Klopp, who's gonna be able to do what Klopp did. It's starting to sound to me like how Manchester United fans still waiting for the next Alex Ferguson, right? Like you said on Sunday, my man, you did your job, you did it great. Nobody could do it ever like you did. Move on, we bring the new person. I'm starting to get tired, and I know where Liverpool fans want this to go. The next person has to do exactly what Klopp did, which is impossible.
I mean, if they do exactly what Klopp did, that's that's 5 runner-ups, bro. I don't want a guy to come in for 9 years and come runner-up 5 times. That's exactly what Klopp did. I want somebody to come in to be able to shine. Yeah. Where if he's there for 9 years, I don't need him to have 9 trophies. If he's there for 9 years, he better have at least double figures, bro. How you gonna be here for 9 years, bro? You're in 4 competitions and you don't even get double trophy. Do you know if you're successful for 3 years, you can catch double trophy?
That's my.
Give me a back to back. That's all I ask. Just give me a back to back.
Yeah. No. That's what I'm saying. I mean, yes, you don't want to bring somebody else who's going to, yeah, we're going to do whatever we want and we ripping whatever the other one did. And then, no, that's why transition is important. We want something new. It's going to blend from one color to another, but there should be a transition in between so that the change does not affect us negative, right? So I don't want people, already, because Alonso comes in, they're trying to put that whole club thing in him. And then if things doesn't start working out, the same people who are bigging him up are the same people going to pull the rug under it. Right now, club have done a great job. We need somebody to come in and take what he did and move it into a different height. Just like in the history book of Liverpool, Shankly started it. He did a very great job. And then Paisley is the one who took it to a whole new height where Liverpool is where we are right now. You see what I'm saying? That is the type of manager I'm looking for. Not exactly the same one who just left, because it's impossible. And I don't want to put my hopes up as, even if it's Alonso or your boy from Genoa or Zizou or whoever it is. Don't give me a club. Give me something else. I want to win 10 trophies. I want to be winning, not just being, club did it, so it's okay. No, club did his. He did what he needed to do. He came in at a time of a period where we were struggling majorly. Our history bank in the money in the bank was running out. We couldn't say, well, we won this. No, this man has given us 9 years of enjoyment. We need somebody else to give us success. That's what I'm looking for. Other than that, I don't care who comes in. You see what I'm saying? But I'm still in the favor of bring Edwards in. That's the only thing. I agree with you when you said, if you left me, keep going.
Yeah, man. Sometimes it's for the best too as well.
Right. So, That's true. That's true. That's true. Thank you so much.
Uh,
And big up to men them who are here, who stay with us when we had a little difficulty. I apologize. My internet, man. FSG pulled the plug on me. They heard that we were about to talk about the nonsense they did. They like, nope, we're gonna pull it. So big up to yourself, Alexander. Thank you for joining us. Redbird, big up, big up. Yeah, so Redbird is like, I get what Zuberi is saying. At the end of the day, you got to move forward, not backwards. Times change, and you got to move with them. Hey, that I mean, you're not gonna get an argument on me on that one. You guys, that's true. It's just sometimes this is the thing. You have to somebody who have worked in the trenches with you. It's good to work with them again and then just tell them the truth from get-go. Hey, I just need you to come in and help me get out of this little rut. When I'm done, I'm just going to bring somebody else. It just have to be honest, from get-go. What do you think about that, Zuberi?
I think we're drawing it too long. As far as who the next guy can be, it's almost like we're giving ourselves a pep talk on the next guy.
Yeah.
Bro, let the next guy come, man. I mean, if it's an AI, the conversation and dialogue we're having, it would be needed because we would need to understand the entire bro. The next person coming in is a human being, bro. Once he gets in and say 5 words, we will know what he's about. So we all of this that we're doing, it's a bit over the top because, like I said, it's not a program that would need to be retweaked and test the input and the output of the digital analogs and all of that quarks. Bro, it's a human being, bro. He'll come in here. Do you trust him? Of course not. You don't know him. So he would have to come in here and earn that. Do you respect him? Well, it depends on what he's done at other projects. But if he hasn't really did anything and it's a green guy, okay, you are gonna give him a grace period, or there's gonna be a season, whether you're gonna judge him on how he transitioned with the current squad and who he leaves out, who he wants to bring in, who he deems inadequate. These are all the margin that we're gonna have to measure him on. So, all of these stuff that we're placing on him about being honest, bro, I don't care if he's lying to me as long as he's winning trophy, bro. I don't care who he drops in and out of the squad as long as it ain't Trent, Curtis, or Alice.
You got your favorites, huh?
Yeah, so obviously I'm gonna have my favorites, and best believe there's other fans that have their favorites as well. So we all can't get what we want from this new guy. The one thing we can unanimously say, all right, it's a given, is he's inheriting a way better squad than Jurgen Klopp.
Facts.
What that means is he should be overachieving what Jurgen Klopp is achieving.
That is. I mean, you have.
If there's any fan that have a problem with that, bro, then
you have opened.
I have nothing for them.
No, this one you have opened a big case because we're gonna transition it off this topic. But that's the word that you said right there. You are coming in better than what the other one came in at, right? So we expecting you to basically do exactly or more. If you do exactly,
no, not exactly, but that, because if he's doing exactly what man was doing and taking 4 years to win the league, he needs to be sacked in the 3rd year.
I wanted you to say it right. I didn't want to paraphrase your words wrong. So I wanted you to say it right because, of course, we're going to have some people who say, give him time, which I'm always giving time.
But he ain't getting 2 seasons.
Thank you. Those are the words I was
Newman don't get 2 seasons. Newman get a season at best with a trophy. Bro, we can't be in for a quad. You come in and get no trophy. Nah, bro. Not even 2. Nah, bro. When Klopp came in, we were in for 1 trophy, and he took us to the final of that trophy. We might have been in for 2. I think we were still League Cup, FA Cup, Europa League. We got to one of those finals. Yeah, we got to one of those finals.
Yeah.
No, we only got to 1. We got to one of those finals.
we played City in the final, and then we played Sevilla, Emery Sevilla in the final, and we lost both.
Well, we got to the final of two of them. We're club.
Yeah, we're club. Yeah,
I might have to go back and do my research. Okay,
Europa,
Europa,
yeah, Europa and Carling Cup. City beat us in penalty kicks, I believe. Yeah, people in the chat, please double check for my make sure that I'm not talking nonsense here. But Zuberi's on some serious points. I'm not disagreeing with anything he's saying. I'm just throwing a few spices in there for him to, go to the right place, because that conversation is going to start. As much as everybody wants, even if it's Alonso, we're going to give you time. But if Alonso is falling, a lot of questions is going to be asked. And it's not just going to be the fans. It's going to be also the rival fans who's going to put pressure. But anyway, enough of that conversation. Yesterday, I heard you and Ants were having a little conversation about the comment that VVD said. I personally don't have any problem with that. The only thing that I will say is it was a wrong timing.
Nah,
it's a double.
I don't even remember what I said to it. Yeah, it definitely is. But bro, what you don't want to do, and you can do it, like I think me and Savage was on this point.
Yeah.
The question is going to be asked. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, whether or not they were prepped, whether or not VVD is just being a neutral, you can be neutral in those moments. You can take yourself outside of the club in football and just speak in general terms. Like, look, bro, nothing is written in stone. The new manager comes in. He said, "Yo, Virgil, we need to play 5 at the back. Cut out the long passes. Do X, Y, Z. Virgil, I don't like the way you captain the team. I think." Trent has more passion, so I'm going to strip the captain off. Because you'll be upset if Virgil feels that that's disrespectful. So there's an element of unknown there, and he just basically echoed the element of unknown. It's not bad timing, but he could have just deaded it and try to take some attention away from it by saying, "Bro, in this moment, I'm committed to the club. When tomorrow comes, we talk about tomorrow. But today, I'm committed." He could have said that and kept it pushing. So maybe, once again, maybe the credit we did give Verge, maybe we can strip some of it back and say maybe he's not as well-rounded as we think. There's so many angles you can come at it. We can't go, "Oh, he's a world-class player." Doesn't mean he's a world-class interviewer or okay, we've never seen him slipped up in the media. That could have been a slip. He could have been like, "Damn, I really wanted to double down for the club, but man, I kind of, sit on the fence with that one." That could have been a mess up on his part. He could have regretted saying it the way he said it. Not saying he's gonna come out publicly and said, "Oh yeah, I regret saying that the other day." He may not just be like, "You know what? Next time they ask me, I'm gonna stand on." Bro, it's the first time as Liverpool captain he's had to like really, stand on something that's that, polarized. You know what I mean? So,
well, Zuberi, I would like to say something. As you are speaking, there's I don't know if there's a show on TV by, it's called Men in Blazers. One of them is a Liverpool fan, the other one is Everton fan, right? He actually just came on right now where exactly what you said. Virgil is saying the same thing, saying that he's been taken out of context. I'm gonna try to see if I can share it here. If I can't, we just keep on moving. Let me see.
Well, to be fair to Enz did say it was taken out of context as well. So
right.
Enz was saying, I mean, I don't want to, paraphrase too much, but I think the point Enz was coming from is like, yo, the man them was stupid for overreacting.
No, that one I agree.
Nah.
Yeah.
But you can't tell people how to react, Quasi.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's a double-edged sword. I can't tell you how you should feel based on what somebody else says. Yes, whether I agree or not. It's just that I'm just saying you're taking it to, just slow down a little bit. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Does that?
Nah,
I mean,
bro,
you see what I'm
bro, that's
saying?
not your place. If you're not overreacting, yeah, if you're
Mm-hmm.
not overreacting, fair play for you, right? If
Mm-hmm.
someone else just calling sick for work because they can't process it, well, I mean,
Yeah.
that's to you, that's an overreaction. But to that
Mm-hmm.
person, it's normal to throw the day away because man said something wild. You see what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
People process things different, and if you don't like the way they process it, okay, that's your prerogative, and I mean, it is what it is. But I'm not gonna, do a show and be like, yo, these men are tripping, these men are
Mm-hmm.
tweaking, or these men are idiots.
Mm-hmm.
No, man, I'm not gonna put myself above them because I think differently. That's just what I'm
Yeah.
trying to get at.
I mean, yesterday
Okay. Can you? I'm gonna play the video, right, and then we're gonna move on, real quick. Tell me if
Okay.
you hear it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
morning,
hearing
you
it.
said you can't say now whether you'll continue to be part of the club.
It's much taken out of context. To be 100% clear, I'm fully committed to the club. I love the club. I love the fans. It is fully taken out of context.
That doesn't sound like journalist, Verge.
No. It's not about me. It's not about I. It's about us, and nothing has changed. 5 days ago, we weren't even speaking about my contract. So it's silly. But, my full focus is on making sure this year can be a very special year. And obviously, big announcement, obviously, the last couple of days. It's been a shock to each one of us connected to the club.
I bet.
And I feel exactly what the fans have been feeling in that exact moment. And we mean business here. We want to crack on. We want to achieve things that we dreamed of in the start of the season. And don't get it twisted. I'm fully committed to the club, and I love it. And I love each and every say. I'm the captain, and we're gonna go for it all. And let's see how that goes.
I mean, yesterday morning you said you can't say now
Okay.
whether you'll continue to be.
Quasi.
Yeah.
So,
Did you hear it?
I mean, yeah, I heard it. But what I'm trying to say is that's
Yeah.
what me and Savage was saying. When
Right.
they asked him the question, that
Mhm.
was his first line opportunity to
Mhm.
say exactly what he just said
Yeah.
then. But he didn't, did he?
He did it.
So that's
No, he
his
didn't.
responsibility, bro. So I'm not saying he regrets saying it the way he
Right.
said it. There's
Mhm.
nothing wrong with the way he said it. But he
Right.
actually had an opportunity to be like, bro, fuck you and your question.
Mhm.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
But
Yes.
he
That's
did,
the
but he
part I
didn't do
agree.
that, did he?
Right.
Yeah, but he
Yes.
didn't do
Yeah.
that. That's what me and
Right.
Savage was saying.
Yeah. That one I agree 1%. The idea is he's a defender. You should anticipate certain movements, right? You should know these media
You
people.
can't say the man is a defender, so he's just at the dinner table defending as well. No, man, you
Yeah,
can't.
yeah.
You can't.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just using the anticipation method. You see what I'm saying? Somebody should have
You
told
said
him. Hey,
Virgil fell asleep in that game right there. Virgil fell asleep. You got dribble
thank
pass
you.
right there.
No, thank you. Exactly. I understand. The question was loaded because they were like, it's like you right now. If I say, Zuberi, what are you going to do in the next 30 minutes? You're going to be like, I don't know. I'm doing what I'm doing right now. When we get there, right? It's going to be like,
I mean, nah. To be fair, Kwasi, I'm a type of guy, and that's why I said, like, think about the first time you saw me on the streams and the way I was talking. Bro, I'm very assured in my very own opinion, even if it's
that's
unpopular.
true. That's true, yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is, if they'd asked me that question and I'm fully committed, I would say, yo, I'm fully committed.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
If like somebody asked me like a crazy question like, yo, Zamiri, I see you on all these different YouTube channels, why you're not committed to XYZ? Bro, I'm gonna say what it is, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like, well, you never know what's the waiting. Bro, I'm just gonna say what it is, keep it pushing, man. That's exactly what it is. If I am committed to a channel and I'm just gonna like, yo, nah, man, I'm fully committed to what we're doing over there.
Right. Yeah, I think personally, my thing is, I don't think
that's just what it is.
Yeah, I feel like there was nothing wrong with it when you take your time to read it and understand the circumstance. Yes, there's questions you could have been like, Virgil, you should have been ready because you knew they were gonna hit you with those type of questions. You've been that professional for so long, and he's being honest. And
I don't think he was prepared.
You don't think that's what I feel? That's exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
I think the question came.
Yeah, he was not prepared. Yeah, he was not prepared for that question and for it to be in a loaded manner. Because I have two questions that I can ask, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if I ask the two questions, it doesn't matter which one I ask first, as long as I paint the premise, it's a very loaded question. I saw it today.
Right.
And I'm like, yo, nah, this question is mad.
Yes.
And
yeah,
it's a question that goes, it's a question that say you can only use yes and no once, right? And it's two questions.
It's two questions, yeah.
And it's it's two questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, it doesn't matter how
you answer it.
You know, it's a loaded question. You just have to be prepared to say, you know what, no comment.
Yeah.
Being prepared would be like, no comment.
But the thing is, there's one part that you said that I think he could have said. I'm committed. Right now, I'm committed, and you know, we keep on moving. Give us the same number, you know, I'm committed to the club. Just like he said, you know, you don't have to be like in depth like he said earlier, but you know, I'm committed to the club. We all committed to the club, and we're gonna make sure we win a championship. And then you leave it as that. Big Frank is talking about VVD speaking in code. He could be, but it could be that he was unprepared and he got hit with an uppercut unexpectedly. But
nah, you know what? I'm double down. I'm double down with Frank. Sometimes there's some females out there that's being overly promiscuous, and they mean what they're doing. But when they get caught in 4K, they're like, "Oh no, the wind blew up my skirt." And it's like, really?
You know them. You know them. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Really? The wind blew up your skirt.
Really?
Yeah. It got taken out of context. Really?
I felt
really. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's move on.
No, I mean, but the one part that I agree with you, even though I'm kind of double-edged swording on that, is you can't tell people how they should feel. That part I agree 100%, but I'm also saying people overreact with emotions. This sport is an emotional sport, so what can you do, right? But I would say this though, Frank is a Chelsea fan, and I was trying to get him on the show, but you know, we will speak in the back office. If you need, you know, the stuff that we were talking about, your bar that you're setting up, this man can hook you up some very, very good things. But I will talk more in the back office. But Frank is that dude. Talking about tomorrow, right? We don't need to waste too much time. Chelsea, Liverpool, usually for the past couple of years, it's been not too exciting, especially when it comes to goals. Chelsea are known to be party poopers. And tomorrow, I have said, if we beat Chelsea, we beat Arsenal, I'm in guarantee mode that we win in the league. Right? Because
I'm in that mode now, but I appreciate you for jumping on after those 2 games.
No, I've always said
we're going to win. Quasi, don't backtrack now. You just said it on stream.
No, I'm not backing up because I've always gone for the quad. I always say we are in for the quad. But if I'm not a betting man, but if you say I'm a betting man and I have to use the word guarantee, you see what I mean? That word guarantee. If I say I use the word guarantee, I'm 100% in. If I'm 99.9% in, I'm still saying we're winning, but what's about the 0.1% then, bro? Add it to it so you could guarantee 100%. So that's what I'm saying. If we beat Chelsea, we beat Arsenal, easy peasy, we win the league because the only team in front of us is City, right? If we don't do that, then it's one of those Liverpool continuous things. Man, you know you're going to win, but you always going to give me a heart attack before we win. I think you and I talked about this some time ago where we're like, what? Dealing with Liverpool is like, I know this is going to happen, but they're going to give me hard murmurs before it gets there. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. If we win those 2 games, then I know we win it because that takes Arsenal out of the race because Newcastle is thumping the hell out of Aston Villa right now. At home too, they're beating Aston Villa at the Villa Park. So Chelsea coming up tomorrow, sir. What are you expecting besides just a win?
The usual stuff against Chelsea. Breaking the mold. You know, 2-2 draws, stuff like that are entertaining to see. They're exciting to see, but I'm expecting us to definitely break the mold of drawing to these men, bro.
Yeah, we gotta move beyond that. We have to move beyond that. I'm expecting a different type of Chelsea as well. They do look exciting in moments.
Right.
They do have they do have things going for them in a sense. But I'm expecting us to go out there and make a statement. It doesn't have to
Right.
be like a 4-0 win or
Yeah, I just
4-1
need
win
the
or
3
nothing
points.
like that. But
I
yeah, I
just
just need the 3 points in a
I just need
in
the
a
3
manner
points.
where we can in a manner where we can just shut up for one here.
Right.
So that's what I'm expecting.
Yeah, I mean, Alexander is saying that they're going to come stink it out and try to get a smash and grab, or a smelly draw, which I think
They are dangerous on the counterattack, and
on a
Factor
counterattack,
figured out how to
exactly.
beat us as well.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. They would do their best to frustrate the hell out of us and you hit us on a counterattack. Knowing that, and I'm expecting our manager to know that, in terms of the midfield, how are you organizing the midfield?
All right, how am I organizing my midfield?
Yeah, if you are Klopp right now, you're like, I know these guys, I know what their game is. They're going to try to hit me on the counterattack or they're going to do this. What would be the, like, you be like, okay, this game is going to win in the midfield. So this is what I need to do.
So Chelsea is actually designed for wing play. So inverting our fullbacks in moments isn't necessarily going to help. Playing a guy like Robbo isn't necessarily going to help. I'm trying to see the midfield option of Jones and McAllister. Jones, McAllister, Sabazalai, I think would be the better option. And then as the game opens up in the second half, Gravenberch can come in and add to that. Diaz, Nunes, Jota will be the front three to really get some headway.
So that means, we are agreeing that the defense have to stay the same. Maybe I know for sure he's going to start Trent over Bradley, right? He's definitely going to do that. But on the left side, I don't want Jones
Bradley
to
has
go
a lot
anywhere.
of minutes. Yeah, Bradley has a little bit too much minutes in the legs, to be honest.
The midfielders, I think the midfielders, Jones will be playing, but Jones played 90 minutes the other day, right?
Yeah, he can go again.
He can go again. McAllister for sure is coming back. The right side is the one that I don't know who he's going to pick. Is he going to pick Szoboszlai or he's going to put Grav in there? That would be.
Let me jump out and jump back in.
Okay.
In the building.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, even if we go Gravenberch and Szoboszlai with the option Elliott and Jones to come on, it's not even a bad shout, Yeah. So I think that could fly.
I think Szoboszlai will probably start. It's gonna be Jones, McAllister, and Szoboszlai, and then the front three, I think it's Diaz, Nunes, and Jota. And he's probably gonna put
Jota.
And they're gonna be switching amongst them up top because I like Jota be on the right, but I also like Nunes on the left. You see what I mean? So if anything, I will want Diaz on the right, Jota through the middle, and then Nunes on the left. Of course, they're gonna interchange, but if we start that way, that means we have a lot of speed on the wings, right? Because a lot of times when we have a speed in the middle, nothing comes of it, because what people just want to do is just keep launching and launching and launching. And especially getting Trent back, that means when he gets the ball, you know what he's going to do. He's just going to do that long pass, just trying to throw it right through the middle. So I
think Trent and Sabazalai do have a little intricate link up play through the middle. You have Gravenberch and McAllister to the back. You just ask them to, do that little 4-man press that they normally do and try to box players in when we was going like that 3-4-3 type of formation. So I think that's something we can expect from tomorrow if Trent plays. Sabazalai definitely Trent. Robbo no. Robbo can come off the bench because we're gonna need the legs to hold him off down the wing. And even if Trent is lacking from like Sterling, whenever he decides to turn up, it could be a long day.
A real long day, yeah. But Bradley, I think Bradley should also have something to say towards the end, because then eventually, that we're gonna be throwing up the backside, rather than keep, depending on what's going on. If we need a goal, of course, you bring all the artillery in. But a lot of times you can't, you have to look at your opponent and what they're doing. And I'm very comfortable with Gomez starting on the left. Trent, yeah, because you need those dangerous passes that he could whip through, either from the wing or through the middle. The only thing that I don't want to see Trent keep doing is just keep launching the ball when he's trying to go over their head and there's nothing working. And that's why I don't want to see Nunes through the middle. Keep Nunes on the left and then Jota through the middle. At least Jota can hold the ball and work his way through the middle into the attack, especially when you have Diaz on the left side. So that will be the formation that I want to see. But we got everybody back now, a session of Salah and Tsimikas and what's the other kid? Stefan. But Stefan hasn't. Even if he's back, he's not going to have anything to say. But Thiago is back. Apparently, he's.
Do you think it's immature to put Thiago in, or just have him come off the bench?
Thiago to start off?
Yeah.
No, come off the bench. He's not ready. He hasn't played in what? Almost a year now.
So
he hasn't played in almost a year. Minutes. So you want him to work his way. This is going to be a high intensive game. And then on Sunday too, you got Arsenal coming in. That's also another high intensity game. But maybe after that, you could start bringing Thiago in. He could start, because we also have the FA Cup against Southampton or another team. I forgot. Big up yourself, Ravi. Good to see you. People, if you have any questions, please put it in the chat. Don't just let us only, just be talking. We want to hear from you guys. But Alexander was like, yeah, I don't want to see Robertson starting.
I don't want to see him at the club either, man.
This guy said get him out of the club. And he believes that it's going to be the usual midfielders. And I agree. I mean, McAllister, they said there was nothing wrong, just mostly rest. So he got his rest, and he should be ready for tomorrow. Now, the attack. Will you want Gakpo to start or come off the bench?
Off the bench.
Off the bench. Right side, midfield, or right through the middle?
Anywhere in the front three that's lacking.
Mm-hmm. Good. We got Ravi here with a question. He said, why do people still discredit Nunes when he's been scoring lately?
Discredit Nunes why he been because he has you know the thing is, man, sometimes how you carry yourself can do a lot for you and do a lot against you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
First impression is everything. Let's be honest. His first impression at Liverpool was just a bunch of misses. Let's be honest, man. Didn't hit the ground running.
Yeah.
Very tough to watch in most games. It's like, for F's sake, man, do something. You know what I mean?
Right.
So now that he's actually doing something, think about it, man. You meet a girl, you start talking, everything is good. She cheats on you once. I don't care what she do after that cheating, fam. That's gonna be on the brains. You know what I mean? And with a footballer, especially a striker and a defender and a goalkeeper, certain reputation, it takes a while to heal. Goalkeeper, carriers, it'll take him a couple clean sheets in a couple years before he can repair that. Because the minute he does one more mistake, it's like, yeah, bro, too soon. Defender, you slip. You can see the goal. Bro, you're going to have some solid games before you can slip again. Striker, you're going to have to bang in at least 15, 20 goals for men to forget that you was a little missing over there. You know what I'm trying to say? So he's in that period now. We're going to have to just allow him grace to, you know what I mean, keep moving.
Yeah. But I think, you know, some people, they're okay with, you know, the progression that he's going through. Other than that, some people is just like, hey, he's not that dude. So it doesn't matter what he does. They're still going to talk crash about him. Hey, big up yourself, Football Talk Podcast. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. What's Alexander say? He said, Jota is the name in the... Yep, Jota. I think at this point, if Jota is not one of the first people in the... But with Jota, I don't care. Off the bench, starting, he all he does is score goals. So we need the manager to make sure that he picks him at the right time or put him in at the right time. Ravi is like, Nunes has got more confident and doing a lot better. Even you can't deny that. No, that is true. He keeps going and going and going. The idea was put the ball in the back of the net. And now he's been doing that consistently in the last 2 or 3 games. So when it comes to hard work, being part of the team, doing things for the team, that's what we mean when people talk about it. I'm like, that's not my problem with Nunes. My thing is when he gets to the in front of the ball and the goal, put the ball in the net. And one good thing that I'll give to him though, all his chances that he tried to score are always, most of them are saved by the goalkeepers. He's not doing wild shot all over the place. It's mostly goalkeepers or hit the post. So that's my thing with Nunes. But yeah, he does put in a shift. What about you, Jabari?
Yeah, definitely. Since Salah came out, I think Savage said it best. Salah and Trent in the team were very predictable. You already know what's going to happen. Right side heavy, and then the right side had a stroke because they're rinsing and repeating. You know when you go on an attack and let's say there was a ball on through the middle and you don't play that ball in and then the ball ended up on the right. Yeah. The only thing that's available is a cross in the box unless a player on the right-hand side is going to beat a few players to make an opening. Right. That hasn't happened. Trent hasn't run past 2 men off the right. Salah hasn't run past 2 men off the right. So Bazalai might skip by one, he gets fouled. So once he goes to the right, it's rinse and repeat. You know they're going to cut in and try some weak shot, or you know they're just going to recycle it back out to the left and then it's going to come right back out to the right. And there's nothing really coming from over there. You see what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So Nunes has been a victim of that because now he's in the middle and he's just watching the ball go from left to right. You see what I'm trying to say? When that's happening, what do you want him to do? So now he gets relaxed. When he gets that one chance now, he's snatching at it because he spent the last 5 minutes watching it.
Watching it go side to side, Like
you take Salah, Trent out the team, all of a sudden there's an unpredictability about us. He's actually getting the balls in better moments. Think about the Bradley, was it Bradley? Yeah, the Bradley one.
The Bradley cross,
run inside. the way he took the ball with it in stride, took a player out to play, and played Nunes in. Nunes finished it nice and comfortable.
I agree.
We're more unpredictable now. So,
I mean, I told you.
What would be telling is if Salah gets back and Trent gets back, and then
what are we going to do?
Nunes. No, we're going to see the old Nunes. If we see the old Nunes, then we can tell who's affecting him negatively.
I brought that same thing I told you on Sunday that me and G during the holiday, he had I think it was Ant-Man show during the New Year's holiday. He had a show that we did, and I said when Salah leaves and goes to AFCON, the team is going to be balanced, and that has always been the argument that I use to support Diaz, because everybody wants Diaz to do what Salah is doing or what Diaz used to do when he first came to Liverpool. I'm like, look, people, Salah is getting more of the touches. He's a volume player. Everything has to be with a lot of volume. He shoots more. Whatever he does more than everybody else. This guy had a long injury. He just came back. He's not going to be able to do it with one or two touches, right? He has to keep getting the ball and get the ball. Then he keeps going. Now that he's doing that, we see that Diaz is also playing much better, because guess what? He's getting ample more chances with the ball to try whatever he wants to try. Now, the part that threw a lot of people off was the Trent side. When Trent also left the team became even more balanced in the midfield. You see what I mean? So it made
I don't know if it was more balanced in the midfield, but it was more balanced overall, because Trent's attribute was the long pass. And if we don't need the long pass, then we can play it simple. And if you're playing it simple, you're going to go through the middle.
That's what I'm saying.
Long pass
bypass everything.
So what's the point of having a good midfield if your right back is just bypass?
Just long, and that's my point.
That's the caveat with Trent.
That's my
thing.
Trying
to say with Trent. So it's not about you're seeing a more balanced midfield. You're actually just seeing more from the midfield. Period. That's it. So it's not like it became more balanced. You're seeing more of it. Because with Trent there, Trent's bypassing that. Trent because even the Mac 10, but I'm going long. Even the game against but I'm going long.
I'm going long, yeah. Because even look at the game against Norwich. The same thing happened when he came in. All of a sudden, you start seeing more long ball, right? That took Nunes out. That's why they took Nunes out of the game. Because then he's like, okay, I score my goal. I'm not doing it again. Because that Norwich game, Nunes didn't do anything that the Liverpool fans love him for. Even what Ravi is talking about, what he does for everybody else. This one, he was just in the middle, stay calm, get the ball, dash it off, or put it in the back of the net. And that's all he did. You can't, beside the goal, nobody could tell me exactly what Nunes did. That would be like, wow. But if you go from the other games, you'd be like, well, he's doing nightmares. He's a chaos. He's doing this. He's doing that. He just can't score. But that's the part where maybe the new manager can change for us. Because we know our old manager has his ways, right? What he's comfortable at. But Trent has to also figure a way to change his game. You want to play midfield, you can't just do long passes all the time. You have to find that simple pass and just open up.
He does. To be fair to him, he does. Remember, it's all about the run of the play. You can do the little 3-yard pass to a long pass and you're out. You can do a bunch of little intricate passes and you're in, like Conor Bradley.
Yeah.
But I feel like Trent is so accustomed to hitting them, and he's so good at hitting them. That's the first option. So, like for Jones, the first option would probably be like, yo, let me just hold on to this rock and not lose.
Right.
Trent's first thought process is, yo, can I hit this motherfucker? Okay, no, all right, I'll keep it simple. So I think, like even Salah, his first instinct is, I'll take the guy on. Oh shit, I can't take him on. I just ran into his shit. Let me recycle it. So like they all have their little Gravenberch. Yo, can I skip past a man? So they all have that little instinctive first thing that they do. McAllister, all right, I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna look up. Bro, you might not have time to look up. You know what I'm trying to say? Hendo, I'm gonna take it, look around. You might not have that time. So they all have this thing. It's like Allison. I'm gonna take a touch if I can take a touch.
Yeah, bro.
They,
Just kick the
they
ball.
all have that. Yeah, they all have that. Unfortunately, the only outlier is Trent's, because Trent's first action is to bypass the midfield. So
Yeah.
if the new manager comes in, he might want to tweak that a little bit. Like, bro, you have players in there now. You don't have to. If it's on, it's on. But the time you take to look for it, you've wasted a good, you know what I'm saying, a good few short passes. You see what I'm trying to say? So basically, what I'm saying now is the Curtis Jones thing, being on the ball too long, Trent, you're on the ball too long because you're looking for too many long passes. Then you're coming back to the simple pass. You can keep it simple at times. Scan before you get it. So that way you can let it go efficiently. You know what I'm saying? The ball's coming. Look where your next pass is going to be. Don't have to look for the long one when you get it. Look around, bro. Scan, check your lane, see who's around. Be more aware in the game. So that way you know where it's going before it even comes to you.
No, I agree. That's the part where I tend to Trent. Sometimes I get frustrated with it because as soon as he gets the ball, everybody knows what Trent is about to do. The ball is about to go long, and then all the defense do what? They all set back. Now we are more unpredictable because
I'll give you a scenario. I'll give you a scenario that you might have overlooked. Trent in this game, that's why I'm putting him in the game. Chelsea are going to be doing the wing backs up and the wing play. The best counter strategy against wing play, it's not just about going through the middle. It's about hitting the spaces available from the fullbacks.
On the corners,
so as long as the wingers that we have are on it and timing their runs perfectly, a guy like Trent find those passes, bro. And then you have VVD in there as well to find them. So
he could hit you. Yeah,
it will be who's able to get in because they're trying to get in based on overloading. We're trying to get in based on the long passes, hitting the spaces available. So it'll be an interesting matchup, and that's why I think they're always that bogey team for us, holding us to a draw and a stalemate because our tactics is suited to beat them, and their tactics is suited to beat us. Yeah. In the end, it comes down to the best defense, and sometimes it just ends up being a stalemate.
It's a matchup. So I 100% agree with that. If we are saying that, and we both agree with that, then why don't we play the team that been winning without Trent and Salah? Because they're not ready for that team. The team that they're ready for is a team with Salah and Trent doing exactly what you just said. You see what I mean?
Unpredictable.
Yes.
Unpredictable team.
You see what I mean? Because this team that we have now, I'm not saying that Trent is not good enough or Salah is not good enough. I'm just saying being different is also good enough. You see what I mean? Because now you don't know who's going to be giving the long ball. Is it going to be VVD or is it going to be McAllister with, drop the shoulder and give it to Szoboszlai and then they give you that simple pass and then Nunes just bump from the left side or whatever. Now you got Diaz with that. You see what I'm saying?
And you said Jones played a full game or thereabouts?
Yeah.
I mean, we could just go Bradley and Trent then, because Bradley and Trent is also unpredictable.
I agree.
Because then Trent can just go double pivot with
whoever. Yeah.
Or whoever. You see what I'm trying to say? So
yeah.
Maybe a 4-2-3-1 can nullify the wing play as well, because then our wingers won't be as high up and they can easily get back and defend. But the one that's up there, he can really occupy the defender as well. I don't know. Klopp said we had a guy that occupied defender as well. So maybe a 4-2-3-1 tactic against Chelsea. It'll catch them out because we've never run that really this season. Even a 3-5-2. Go on 3-5-2, just overload the middle. Yeah, overload the middle with three at the back. That should help even the some of the wing attacks because Konate on the right is not bad. Virgil in the middle or off the left ain't bad either.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting, man. It'd be interesting because I'll tell you what. Even if we ended the game with 3 center backs, because we're trying to nullify what they do in the middle, and then 2 pivot in the midfield. Maybe 3-5-2 is the way to go for them tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It'll be interesting, man. And these are the games I like. I don't like the Norwich game so much. Of course, I enjoyed watching it. I had a few gripes with certain players in there, but a game where I'm looking at the matchup and I'm like, yo, this is
Yeah.
going to be interesting. But then when you
Mm.
say that and you see the typical 4-3-3 formation, it's like you get back to reality. Then you're grounded and you're ready for the game. Like, okay, so all that overthinking, overanalyzing it, it's part of what the game is. But you know, what I mean, it's
Right.
calm. Of course, I trust the 4-3-3. It's just I didn't know which way you was gonna go. So
Yeah. No, I mean, because the thing is with, you know, I'm looking at the history between those two managers. They know each other very well. You know, Pochettino played against Klopp before he moved on to PSG. And then the Champions League final is their biggest game together. So he knows Klopp what Klopp is. Klopp is never going to sit back and hit people on a counterattack. He's going to play. The question is the tactics of the 4-3-3. Is it makes it too easy for Chelsea? Which I think for a long time it has been making too easy for Chelsea because all they have to do is just sit back. Liverpool going to attack. They can't break us down. Then we hit them with a counterattack. But one thing that I know for sure is our midfielders are better than theirs. So if we take control of the midfield, that will leave Diaz and Nunes so many space on the wing, right? For them to hit them on attack. That's why I would rather have Jota play through the middle because he can hold the ball better than Nunes. You know, his back behind the goal is much better. And then he's also a shooter when he gets the chance. And naturally, I think it's some way a good thing that Salah is not playing because then we don't have to focus on him trying to, you know, Salah is going to do something magic. Okay, let's all wait and see. That predictability is gone. Now let's see what happens. But tomorrow, we're going to see how well our manager is favorable to certain players. We know he loves Trent. So that one, I see Trent started. But if he puts Robo in, people are going to be like, okay, come on now. We know you want him to be back on his feet early, but come on now. Oh, what was that guy said? Bootsy. He's like, come on, dog.
yeah, listen, man. Yeah, listen, man. It's one of them, big up Hakeem, man. It's one of them ones where Robbo could be the energy we need as well. Because if you tell me Robbo's on the left and Joey's on the right, and then you know, halftime, you know, Klopp will put Joey back over on the left and then put Trent on. Quasi, you're not complaining. The only way you will complain is if Robbo bombs forward, because Diaz don't use the overlap.
No, he doesn't.
And Robbo is the overlap guy.
Right.
So what I'm trying to say to you is you can't just tell me about a player without mentioning his partner in that area of the pitch. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. See, that's why
I realized Joey is kind of like, all right, if Diaz is on the left, then I need to be in the inverted midfield.
Inverted role. Yes. I'm just going to go in. I don't need to go on that side. Yeah. And you see when
Joey don't overlap.
And that's why Bradley played so well against Arsenal. Because when Diaz was on the right, what did he do? He never used his overlap. And Bradley he overlapped like maybe 2 or 3 times. Everything else
then you won't get caught out.
You can go caught up. Exactly. So that I mean, tomorrow there's gonna be. I know the manager got 2 or 3 tactics that he uses that usually works. I think the fans will want goals, but I will prefer that we just get the 3 points. If we happen to beat them 3-0, fine. I'll be jumping up and down. But we come out with the 3 points. I don't care how we did it. I will leave that to the tacticals to deal with. I'll leave the tacticals to deal with that. If we come out with 3 points, okay, what? Then now you go into Arsenal. You go in there with high confidence, knowing that this is a final. You see what I mean? You go because after that, everybody else is coming to see you. And
I think the Arsenal one, we'll leave that one for now, bro.
We leave that one for now.
That's the other game. You know
that's the other case. But with the Chelsea one, it's I think it's going to be exciting. There's going to be a lot of.
Do you think that threat's going to come from through the middle, or off the wing play that they hit us with the last.
Of the wing play, they are speedsters.
Is Jones not Jones? Is James fit? Is Chilwell fit?
No, James and Shuel. I think Shuel is playing, but James is not ready.
If James isn't ready, I don't think they go wing play, you know.
No, and then what's his name is back. They say Nkunku will be ready.
Ooh,
And then
I feel like they might try to catch us through the middle. Remember when we was easily taken apart through the middle? They just attacked the 6 that we had in there. If they go with that tactics, it could be a blindsided tactics that they hit us with, because we've known Chelsea for the wing play.
Right.
And I've seen them caught a few teams out through the middle.
Mm-hmm.
We've been unpredictable, and that's the way we've caught teams out. So what I'm saying to you is, you asked me about should we go with the unpredictable to catch them. Well, if we're planning for them off the wing play and they come through the middle, do you trust McAllister and Trent, even as a double pivot or as a single 6, to hold that middle strong, bro? Because we don't really have that type of middle to keep out anyone. It's just people haven't really gotten in there.
So now, this is how I answer it, because I'm going in with based on the first game we played, right? What we did,
bro. The first game we played, we had a stronger midfield.
Than this one?
You keep saying we have you keep saying no. What I'm saying is against Chelsea, we had.
I'm talking about the first game. The first game we played in this season.
Yeah, it was Chelsea, bro, and we had a
Chelsea,
better midfield. Because remember, Caicedo never really had any training. De Zerbi wasn't training. He didn't have a rhythm. This is the Chelsea midfield now with rhythm. We're talking Enzo and whoever they put else in there, right?
Right. But this is the part where I think if
their midfield best our midfield, I guarantee you everyone comes out that game saying we need a 6.
Yeah. Well, what happened that game was we gave Enzo way too much time on the ball, and he picked us apart. Right. So for us
Jones to be running down on that end,
Jones has to be. Jones' press has been great these days. So that means Jones has to press him. Don't give him time to do what he does, because then he will split us up. Because then Caicedo don't have to do anything. Caicedo could just say, okay, I'm just going to sit back and make sure I take over whoever comes at me. But if Enzo is hiding behind Caicedo and getting the ball, because last time that's how he got us. McAllister could not get to him. But if we designate somebody to get to him, I think then they will neutralize, because Chelsea
this game needed Enzo. I think this game needed Enzo. I mean, not Enzo.
Endo. Yes, I agree.
This game.
I agree. This game needed Endo, because Endo is the one who he could run that slight small box to box where he could get to him. So now what we have to do to reverse that is we have to make them work. That means Jones, when you hold the ball, you can't lose it. See what I mean?
Jones don't normally get dispossessed like that.
No, he doesn't. That's what I'm saying.
I think we might be focused more on McAllister. I think he might be under the microscope, because he's
been doing well though.
No, it's not about doing well. I'm talking about you can be chopping down men on the battlefield in that program.
Yeah.
But you always have that one guy in the opposition where it's equivalent to you. It's like 2 rooks. You know how the rooks move on the chess piece.
Yeah.
But rook against rook, bro. Sometimes it's the setup play to get the rooks to best each other, bro. The knight that sacrificed itself, or the pawn that sacrificed itself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? So if they both doing that rook thing, sitting deep, going side to side, pushing up as needed, you know what I'm saying? Who would you say you put your money on to have a better game, McAllister or Enzo? Because I feel like that's where the decisive.
I think McAllister. I'm going to be biased. I'm going to choose
McAllister. McAllister isn't press resistant.
He is press resistant.
No, he's not.
Have you seen? That's what I'm saying. Lately, he has been press resistant from the 6.
Bro, no one has really pressed him lately.
Yeah,
he's been up against Bournemouth, Norwich, Fulham. Bro, no one's really pressed him.
That's why.
Got legs, fam.
Oh, they're gonna come in, especially their midfield. They got a lot of runners in the midfield. They got young players in the midfield. So to neutralize that, you have to make them work. Which the word that you use, press resistant. You have to. That means now you see, the more I think about it, then I'm like, why don't you bring Gravenberg in there?
Bro, I'm telling you right now, Trent
Because
is not press
Gravenberg,
resistant.
Gravenberg is the one with that turn. If you have a play like that, because then you need Thiago also, because players like that you could never get them. They're not going to even play well. But the fact that you could never get it, and they leave
Trent is press resistant, and
you think Trent is Trent? I don't think Trent is press resistant. I mean, he'll catch you with the pass.
So, bro, we're putting two men in there. It's not press resistant against a team that's going to be pressing. Bro, if you think Chelsea's coming here to sit back,
no, I don't think they're going to sit back. They're going to play ball.
You see what I'm trying to say? So you need a man in there.
They're going to play ball. It's not going to be all an attack like we want, but they're still going to.
What's the story with Gallagher? He's still over there, bro.
Yeah, and he's a workhorse. I like that kid, man. If they sell him, I would say Liverpool go for it.
Bro, he's a workhorse. On McAllister's neck, bro.
Neck. Yep. He is. That's why I need Jones to do the same thing to Enzo. Or Gravenberg. Szoboszlai will have to do that, which he has the engine to do it.
We need a 1-0. Bring Thiago on. Bring Gomez
and let the control temp. Yeah, close the
tempo down.
Hold it tight. That's what my boy Philip is saying. He said, I would love plenty of goals, but as long as it's 3 points, I don't care. Whether it's tight game or we win by 2 or 3 goals.
Tight, I'm not thinking bro. I'm just saying hold tight.
But you know the crazy thing is Chelsea would lose to these bum teams, but when it comes to Liverpool, it's like a derby. All of a sudden, every form goes out.
Liverpool, get this in your mind, bro. Liverpool is a free hit for every team in the league. Every team in the league we're just gonna give it a go. It could be 6-0, could be 9-0.
We don't care. Let's just try.
Bro, Liverpool is a free hit for every team.
They were like, we don't
free hit, meaning they're gonna get the points. But it's a game where, bro, they get pammed, and it's Liverpool at Anfield. Every team charged them. Yeah, so what? You know what I'm trying to say? But if they run up on us at Anfield and get a draw, they're like, yo, that's a win. Remember when Man U was celebrating that draw like it's a win? You think Chelsea didn't celebrate that draw like a win? City, we drew at the Etihad, and City looked at that like it's a loss. But no, it was a loss.
Yeah. That was a loss for them.
So what I'm trying to say to you, Liverpool is a free hit, bro.
Yeah, it's whatever it takes. Just lose or win, just go for it. Go for it. And our guys, and if we are focused, I think we're good. That's all normally I usually care when Liverpool they focus. When Liverpool focus, I don't care how we play.
Yeah, no defensive error, we win this. We win this. No defensive error, we win this.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You see what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Nkunku coming in, yeah, he's gonna be a handful, but I don't think he also, I think they'll probably use him from off the bench. You start him, he's gonna get tired and it's gonna affect him.
They put him behind that kid named Palmer and go with like 3-5-2. It's a long day still.
No, Palmer is gonna make our midfield run. They're gonna be chasing.
McAllister don't have the bite it takes to keep a guy like Nkunku in check. You know who does? Endo,
yeah. And he's still over there.
You know what I'm saying?
They
need to hurry up and get knocked out.
I don't know, man. I don't know why he's still there. He needs to come back. He's balling out there too. He's doing very well the tournament.
But you know who I blame for this was? I blame you.
For what?
The Black Star. You see, if the Black Star had no business against Egypt, wouldn't even be here.
Well, Egypt is back already. You know they are, right?
Yeah, but they would have been out way earlier.
Oh, earlier. Bro, Mozambique. We were up 2-0 against Mozambique.
Nah, don't blame Mozambique, bro. It's the Black Stars.
We were 2 goals up for Mozambique.
Yeah.
Oh man, don't bring Black Stars. You make me depressed, man. I even stopped analyzing the AFCON because of Ghana.
You know what hurt me, bro? I'm going into Ghana and I'm like, yo, I've always been to Senegal.
Yeah.
You know, there's a part of me that's pulling Nigeria and that, but I'm like, nah, Senegal all day, every day, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, man, I feel like there gotta be a year I stand with Kwasi. You know what I mean? His World Cup, remember, bro, World Cup, I was dissing you heavy, fam.
Yeah, I remember.
You know what I'm saying? Last couple, bro, I'm just saying, just wasn't a fan, bro. Because people like, yo, Jamaicans are all Ghanaians. And bro, I hate that, bro. And then I'm like, you know what? It's time to come home, Superior. Go back to where everybody know you're from, right?
Yeah.
Go there, find your peoples, all that good shit. Bro, the way y'all might move in the last AFCON, this one, bro.
Yeah.
Forget it for now. Yeah.
No, I mean, Chris Hughton didn't even go back to Ghana. He packed his stuff, told his wife, hey, meet me in England, right? Some guy told him, come outside. They stopped the bus. They say, come outside. No. Man, you know how much people are mad right now? The players did not go back. Nobody's going back. Shoot. If you're a local player, I feel sorry for you because you have to go back.
Nah, but you know what? It's gonna be an interesting one. So when is your next stream, though?
I'm thinking maybe we should do a Friday one. Maybe set up for the Sunday match. I think you guys are you guys doing the call-in with Grace?
Yeah, that's usually on Saturdays, though.
Okay, yeah, this time I'm gonna try to jump in on this one. I need to come and say, have my piece.
Oh, have your say.
Have my say.
I'll check in with the gaffer. I'll see what the gaffer saying, and
okay.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna. I think tomorrow is like my last work day, and tomorrow is like a meeting. So I was going up there for me. Yeah, you see me. I'm back in a bar now. So yeah, I mean, already took that.
It's gonna be at downtown. It's gonna be at downtown.
Yeah.
No. So I'm trying to do Friday. I have my boy Isaac, who's a gooner. I would like him to join us. Have a conversation on what to expect. I know, before they were talking a lot of nonsense, but now that we humbled them at the FA Cup, they're a little bit more humble now. They come out with their chest a little bit dented. Their chest is a little bit caved in. It's a little bit caved in now. They're not talking that.
Don't say it too loud. We still got them. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So
hold tight.
But yeah, I would definitely hit you up. Oh, big up to Beja, man. Good to see you, brother.
We show. I gotta make a stopping over there. I gotta make a.
Yeah, they usually do a show in the evening. I need to come on. Yesterday, you guys were getting on my boy Gravenberg a little bit too much. I didn't.
Yeah, bro, they're sending for my peoples, man. I'm gonna have to go.
You know what I'm saying? No,
you know me. I don't let certain things slide. You know what I'm saying? Beijing boss, you already know me, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we coming.
Papa ain't gonna be here to save you, man, no more. So you know I'm gonna be on y'all. I'm kidding, man. It's all up. But now I gotta pull up, man. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm not subscribed. I apologize. Bro.
Nah, subscribe, man. Subscribe. I thought I had subscribed.
I don't know what I am, bro. I'm not getting.
I just found out that I wasn't, so I had to subscribe. So now the notification, as soon as they pop on, I'm on there, man.
I have to fix this, man, because I'm not getting nothing off them boys, man.
This guy's making fun of Gravi's a grabbing perch. Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, grabbing perch,
Grabbing perch. That's crazy. But anyway, big up, man, who showed up to the show today. Pull up to the barber shop. We appreciate you, man. Again, we apologize for the little inconvenience that we had earlier, man. FSG pulled the internet plug on us, man. Apologize for it, but big up to yourself for staying and enjoying the show. Appreciate every single one of you guys. I'm not gonna mention names, but I keep forgetting everybody who showed up. So big up to anybody in there.
Yeah,
okay. They say they are on.
I saw that. No, I saw it. So I went in there. My thing was on personalized, so I set it for all notification. I'm already subbed.
Yeah.
Be ready.
8 p.m. Eastern.
I'm in there. I'm in the chat. If you want me on the show, I'm in the bar right now, bro. If you want me on the show, you want me in the chat, be ready, fam. Gravenberg and you men start in 11, fam.
I'm telling you, if they start 80, it's on. It's on. But anyway, appreciate every single one. And if you haven't subscribed to the Beijing Rest TV, please go do so, man. You're missing out some great shows, man. They got great content. Great content going out there.
Yeah, I'm coming over there with ICE, bro. I'm coming over there with immigration services, bro. I'm telling you right now. I'm coming over there with immigration.
My man is talking.
I know certain men saying they're Asian, and we know the record says Colombia.
Hey.
We know certain men ain't Asian, bro. Certain men is like Guyana, Trinidad, and that. bro.
I think he's an adopted, right? Adopted baby.
Yo, I'm coming over there. Man's getting deported, fam.
Yo. But yeah, man, big up yourself, man. Please, like I said, subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it, everybody. Gentleman by the name of the word I'm not going to say, just your last name, Johnson. Thank you for the subs, man. We appreciate you. Frank, tomorrow I hope you be crying, but Angels adopted.
Yo, I'm bringing, what do you call that thing in business? I'm bringing the EO officer. That's the equal opportunity officer.
Equal opportunity.
Because you men are adopting bare men. I ain't seen
You
no
know what I mean?
Jamaicans get adopted. I ain't seen no Americans get adopted. I ain't seen no British men get adopted.
They're all men,
bringing
you
the
know, and Ashanti myself, which are my people. I'm not even adopted, man. I can't even get on the show. Can you believe that?
He said no man from the motherland got adopted.
No one in the motherland is getting adopted, man. What's up with that? Yeah, I'm calling Reverend Al Sharpton. We're gonna be pulling up.
It's gonna be a protest in the chat, bro.
We're gonna be protesting, man.
I'm gonna protest for Gravenberch and Gakpo should come off the bench. I don't want no man telling me Gakpo should be starting.
Nah, they've been talking some stuff about Gakpo though, especially that.
Yeah, but you see that adopted guy right there. You see that adopted guy right there. Yo, Lucho.
This man here.
Yeah, you see Lucho. You got to answer for Lucho's crimes because Lucho ain't really.
No, Lucho's been doing things though.
Be hitting.
Not yet, but the ball is getting there. You know, the momentum is there. He's done it. He's moving, right? You saw the game there yesterday. He did the back thing. He touched the ball, you know, stopped the ball with the back flip. That's the Lucho that people remember. And I'm telling you, he's back
Lucho
tomorrow.
Doing up Ben Dog stuff, bro. Just saying the end product.
Watch out for Lucho and his goals tomorrow, man. He always score against Chelsea. I'm just saying, man. Big up yourself, man. Thank you, Zuberi. I appreciate you so much, man.
Anytime, bro. Anytime, man. Anytime.
Thank you. Wow, guys. Crazy Bowl, Zuberi. Peace.